As you know, FDA, in the constantly changing situation surrounding the outbreak of COVID-19, is issuing regulatory documents almost daily, and it is important for us and for our members to keep up. Today, we have a very special guest, Dr. Martinez. She is the Vice President of the Global Group, an officially accredited organization by the FDA for the FSMA FDA Food Management System Program. In addition, she's also a trainer of trainers for the Alliance FSPCA of the FDA in Human Food, Triple T for fish, seafood, fishery products. She's also a lead PSA trainer for produce. She's a qualified auditor and the lead chair of the FSPCA International Subcommittee Working Group. She has over 30 years of experience in food safety and regulatory matters in the USA. Dr. Martinez, thank you very much for taking your time, and thank you very much for helping us understand all these changes that are happening in the regulatory world, especially as they relate to FDA inspections overseas.
Thank you to you, Max, and the association for the invitation, and I hope my answers help to make clear this guidance from the FDA and obviously help all the members in the association.
So today, FDA announced that it will postpone foreign inspections. And can you please tell us, what does it mean? Are there really no inspections happening right now?
Okay. Max, I want to clarify that on March 10, 2020, so a few days ago, the FDA agency released the status of the inspections to be made outside the United States because of the current situation, obviously COVID-19. The FDA decided to postpone, not cancel, until April 2020, most of the inspections conducted abroad. Again, just postpone, not cancel. It is important to clarify that postponing doesn't mean, again, canceling an inspections. Inspection outside the United States right now that are considered critical will be evaluated by the FDA on a case-by-case basis. In addition, the FDA decided that it will not enforce the requirements to conduct on-site audits required by 21 CFR Part 117 related to human food and Part 507 related to animal food of food suppliers that are required under the FSBP rule to get these inspections or auditing from the importer FSBP. We need to remember that under FSBP regulation, FSBP importers are required to develop, maintain, follow a foreign supplier verification program that provides adequate assurance that the imported food meets all the applicable FSMA regulatory requirements applicable to the food and the process where these products are being manufactured or processed. Again, this doesn't mean that foreign suppliers do not have to comply with all the laws applicable to the products they are going to export to the United States. It simply means that importers must have to implement other verification activities that give sufficient assurance of compliance that these imported products meet all the food safety standards based on preventive control required by FSMA and the regulatory status. Temporarily, the importer will have to decide on an alternative verification method of this product to be imported, which could be, amongst other laboratory tests, a requirement of additional documents. An alternative, the FSBP importer may choose to provide sufficient guarantees to the government and clients, of course, in the United States, of compliance with, again, FSMA requirements and all the regulatory status, which mean all the applicable other regulations to the product.
Well, thank you for clarifying that. Well, one may say, since inspections are postponed, how would anyone know that a company X somewhere in another country is not complying with the US regulations? How would anyone in the US know that this particular company doesn't follow FDA requirements during the period of the suspended inspections?
Max, that's a very interesting question, and I will try to clarify it. The temporary suspensions of inspection abroad is not a synonymous of permissiveness to do not comply with the requirements related to the product or the process, mandated again by FSMA and the regulatory status. Company must and I want to emphasize this, must to comply and must continue to comply with all the applicable regulation they have done so far. The FDA, as an agency of the US federal government, has all the ability to keep watch over international manufacturers and imported products using other alternative tools and methods. It is important to reiterate that inspections are one of the many tools that the agency uses to inform of the risk strategies for imported products regulated by FDA, and to help prevent that products that do not meet the FDA standards and applicable regulation from entering the United States market. Other of these tools, for example, are denying the entry of the product to the United States, perform physical examinations when the product arrives to customs, sampling these products at the borders, review the company previous historical food safety standards, use information shared by foreign governments as part of the mutual recognition that FDA has with some foreign countries, and confidentiality agreements. Also, FDA can require this record from other governments before the products are coming to the United States. The FDA continues to work with US Customs in the United States regarding products in order to determine the violation or compliance of this product prior entering the United States. In addition to record requests, the FDA will continue working again with Customs to target and identify importing this product that may be in violation of FISMA and their regulatory statutes that mandates specifically the US federal regulations.
So I think what you just describes Predict, right?
Yes.
I think that's the system that Frank Yanis also mentioned in his recent LinkedIn post. So for those of us who are new to this, can you really quickly describe what Predict is?
Yes. Predict, again, is one of the many tools the FDA has. It's a screening system, electronic screening system based on risk of the product, on the risk safety of the product, that helps the FDA to improve import screening and targeting the products that are in violation of several different regulations in order to prevent the entry in the United States of adulterated, misbranded, or otherwise violative goods, and expedite the entry, on the other hand, of the products that are in compliance with these regulations. The system is designed to calculate a customized risk score for every line of entry of products. The calculations are based on numerical weight assigned to inherent risk rules, obviously risk rule based on the products, data anomaly rules, data quality rules, and the compliance history of firms or foreign manufacturers and products associated with the line of entry. This is, again, as I mentioned before, another important tool from the FDA agency that helps the agency to determine what products are in compliance and what products are not in compliance in order to deny the entry to the United States.
Thank you for clarifying that. Dr. Martinez, I'm really thankful to you for taking your time to help us understand these recent changes and putting that into perspective for us and for our members. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Max. Thank you for the opportunity.